Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs who lived with their mother in a cozy little house. As they grew older, their mother decided it was time for them to go out into the world and build homes of their own. Before they left, their mother gave them some advice. "Work hard and build strong houses," she said. "There's a big bad wolf who loves to eat little pigs. If your house isn't strong enough, he'll blow it down." The 3 pigs promised to heed her words and set off on their journey. The first little pig was cheerful but rather lazy. He wanted to build his house quickly so he could spend the rest of his time playing. He decided to build a house out of straw, as it was light and easy to work with. In no time, his house was complete, and he began to play and relax. Not long after, the big bad wolf came by. He knocked on the straw house door and said, little pig, let me come in." The first pig replied, "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." The wolf sneered, "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." With a mighty breath, the wolf blew the straw house down. The first little pig squealed in terror and ran to his brother's house. The second little pig was more hardworking than the first but still wanted to finish quickly. He built his house out of sticks, which were sturdier than straw but still easy to assemble. He was proud of his work and invited his brother to stay with him. Before long, the big bad wolf came to the house of sticks. He knocked on the door and said, little pigs, let me come in." The pigs replied, "Not by the hair of our chinny chin chins." The wolf growled, "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." The wolf huffed and puffed and blew the stick house down. The 2 little pigs screamed and ran to their brother's house. The third little pig was the wisest and most diligent. He decided to build his house out of bricks, which were strong and sturdy. It took much longer to build, and the work was hard, but he didn't mind. When his 2 brothers arrived, frightened and out of breath, he welcomed them into his solid brick house. Soon enough, the big bad wolf arrived. He knocked on the door and said, little pigs, let me come in." The pigs replied, "Not by the hair of our chinny chin chins." The wolf roared, "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." The wolf huffed and puffed with all his might, but the brick house stood firm. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't blow it down. Frustrated, the wolf decided to trick the pigs. He climbed onto the roof and tried to enter the house through the chimney. The 3 little pigs saw this and quickly lit a fire in the fireplace. They placed a large pot of boiling water on the fire. As the wolf slid down the chimney, he landed right in the pot of boiling water. With a loud howl, he leapt out and ran away, never to bother the pigs again. The 3 little pigs were safe and learned an important lesson. The first 2 pigs realized the value of hard work and promised to be more diligent in the future. The third pig, wise and hardworking, shared his home with his brothers, and together they lived happily ever after in the strong brick house.